Hi Miss V, this is Michelle from your PE Class 7E, and I'm creating this video because I learned about a healthy lifestyle in health class. Our world has become more and more civilized, and technology has become Earth's best friend. It has helped out our lifestyles by making them easier, but it has also messed up our lifestyles by making us lack sleep, exercise, and sometimes distracts us from our work. My factors are internet, computer, transportation, sports and hobbies, media and advertisements, and finally school. Internet and computer affects the world with video games, which are something that can be both negative and positive. Social networking sites like Facebook, Skype, and Twitter, which can be a negative thing, but it can also be very positive. It can also lead to cyberbullying, which is something that is very serious and dangerous and must be stopped. The internet is something that helps me and is positive because as a middle schooler, I use it for research papers, essays, projects, and I also use it to communicate with my friends if I need to ask them what the homework was or if I just need to talk to them. Yes, it can be a distraction to me, but it's a way for me to relax and have fun and not worry about the stacks of homework I have to do. In the end, I think internet and computer is a positive yet negative thing. My second factor is transportation. Our world has evolved, and now most people can't walk to work because it's too far, so we're forced to ride cars, subways, and buses instead of bikes, walking, or jogging. This affects the world by damaging people's diets and making them lack exercise, and of course this is very negative. It can also put people in a tight spot because of financial issues. Some people can't afford cars since cars are really expensive. Those people are forced to ride buses, taxis, or subways, which is a negative thing, but also positive because it's quicker. But not always. Traffic can happen and people can be late, but if they walk, they might have gotten there faster. Some people are lucky and they can ride bikes to school or work, so they get their daily exercise. For me, I could walk to school, but it would take me too long, and I would be forced to wake up earlier and lose precious sleep. I ride my mom's car to school, but since my neighborhood is close to the restaurants and shops, we can walk to eat, so I get my exercise by going to eat and coming back from eating, which obviously is something positive. In conclusion, transportation is again positive yet a negative thing. Third factor is sports and hobbies. Sports and hobbies are positive because they're a form of exercise, a way to meet friends, a way to release stress, and a way to keep fit. For me, my exercise is running with my dog, so it is a way to relieve stress, have some fun with my puppy, and a way to exercise off the extra calories I get. In conclusion, sports and hobbies are obviously very positive. My fourth factor is media and advertisements, and they inform us with news, which is positive. It's also a form of internet, which can be negative and positive because it's also a form of internet, which can be negative and positive because of social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and Skype. The media can be a form of relaxation and a way to have fun, but it can advertise things such as junk food, clothing, shoes, and activities that aren't good for your health. For me, the media is a way for me to relax, watch YouTube videos, research for homework, watching the news and socializing. I think that the media is positive because it's a way to relax, research, and rest, but it's also negative because it can ruin your eyesight if you watch too much, and it distracts people from their work. My last factor is school. School is a place where kids learn new things, meet their friends, and find out what they want to do for a living. But it comes with large loads of homework, reasons to stay up until 4 in the morning, and forces students to study for hours a day just for one test or quiz. Although it helps us carve out our future, it can also be a burden. Personal experience as a student helps me really connect with this factor. Homework and studying causes a lot of stress and forces me to stay up later than I usually would. Yes, it is positive because I learn new things and socialize with friends during lunch and have fun clubs, but some clubs require students to stay after school and come home late. Since they live far away, they are forced to stay up later to do homework or study. My opinion is that school is a positive yet negative thing. I have learned that junk food is a major factor that messes with people's diets. More and more people are eating junk food on a daily basis because it's easier, faster, cheaper, and sometimes it even tastes better. For me, I barely ate junk food unless I'm going to the airport or if I'm going on a 4-hour longer car trip. But if you think about it, that's only about 4 times a year. Yeah, of course I eat junk food when I need something quick, fast, and cheap, but I only eat junk food about once every 3 or 4 months. Sometimes junk food can look even tastier, but it isn't always so tasty. People can influence other people to eat junk food, and so can the media's advertisements. In the end, junk food is both positive and negative. People are taking on fad diets that make people eat only one food for a long period of time. This cannot be only boring, but it's not healthy. Those people don't get enough variety in their food. This can also cause eating disorders, low energy levels, heart and liver damage, difficulty concentrating, and low blood pressure. For me, I've gone on a fad diet once, but only for a short amount of time. I ate sweet potatoes for every meal, and it was boring and I felt tired, had low blood pressure, and I even had difficulty concentrating during school. Of course, diets can make you look better, but it doesn't always make you feel good. In conclusion, I think diet issues are negative but also positive things, but mostly negative. The benefits of a good, healthy diet are doing better at school, high energy, feeling better, body looks good and is healthy, not overweight. For me, having a healthy diet affects my grades at school and my mood for the day. I do better when I have a healthy diet and feel better and look better too. The first thing I've learned about exercise is when you exercise with a group of friends or family, it helps you exercise longer and it helps you be more active. You have more fun with friends and you might even make some new friends as well. Also an opportunity to spend time with your friends. From my personal experience, it's a way to have fun with your friends and spend time with them. Also, you can make new friends and have something to keep you busy. What happens during exercise? During exercise, you sweat, become tired, your muscles ache, your muscles become stronger, and you burn off fat. My personal evidence is that when you sweat, you lose your body's water, and you need to replace that water, which is a good yet bad thing. Your heart becomes stronger and you become tired. You also lose weight, which is a bad but good thing because some people need that weight but lose it. In the end, what happens during exercise is a good but negative thing. The benefits of exercise. Your lungs become stronger and take in more air. Your heart and muscles become stronger, making it easier to exercise, and you become more fit. You lose the fat that you don't need, and sleeping better is a great benefit of exercise. You also grow taller and look better. From my personal experience, my lungs would take in more air and become stronger. I became taller and looked better, also lost some of the fat that I didn't need. I felt better too, and I felt more awake because I had slept better. In the end, the benefits of exercise are all positive. My balance in terms of a healthy diet is having enough sleep, eating healthy, relaxing, and having the right amount of exercise. It is hard, yes, and it can be difficult at times, but it's all worth it in the end. We are barely breathing, let's get air in these hearts again.